Hey Retro, you're not serious that Glenn found an original Auto World Ghostbusters Haunted Highway slot car set and you haven't tested it yet? How? What if it has missing parts? We need to crack this son of a night scalper and test it out.
I'm not into NASCAR at all, but something about this Richard Petty car. I want to unbox it and take pictures of it. Probably because it's an old American muscle. Yeah, I guess it would be a good idea to check out that slot car track to make sure it's got all the parts with it, because if it's missing any parts, it might not work. If it's missing a single part, it might not work. Plus, if it's missing parts, it brings the value of it right down. So let's check this thing out, see if it even works. Okay guys, while I wait for my bagel to pop up here, just having a quick scan. It does appear to have everything. We hope it has everything anyway. First thing we're going to check for though, guys, it looks like it's complete actually. It's got all the stickers and everything. But first thing we're going to check for is instructions. And cool thing about this, guys, is Glenn has you guys have seen, he has a shit ton of the movie slot cars, but he never had any tracks or anything like that. And most of his are Auto World the same scale, so they'll go on this track. Like his Batmobiles and his Scooby-Doos and all that, like they might look a little bit different on a Ghostbusters track. Actually, Scooby-Doo would look pretty neat. But he's got a bunch of good slot cars. But this is what we wanted here, the instructions. And to make sure it's got a parts list too, so that makes things easier. Because you definitely, buying this stuff, guys, if anybody says missing parts, it's missing this or that, I will not buy it. And slot cars stuff that's been open, I'm iffy about, because one little piece is missing, you're screwed, even if they say it's complete. So this is why we're testing this out today, guys. Plus, we want to see how it is, right? We've never seen one of these. Neat, though.
Retro, you see, I already see a problem. It's missing one of the cars. Supposed to have 3 cars. Whoever that dog fiddler is who ripped off Glenn is in serious trouble. Retro!
Calm down, Commando. You're so aggressive. Holy jeez. No, you don't gotta unalive anybody there, Commando. Relax. You don't gotta call anybody a dog fiddler either. I'm not sure what a fiddler is. Unless you're replacing it for the D word, so it's not getting me any crap or strikes on YouTube, in which case, fiddle away. But I can tell you with 100% certainty that no cars are missing, because it looks like they reissued this. So Glenn has the first issue that came out in 2016. And nowadays, because they reissue everything, especially Hot Wheels, I guess Auto World got into it. At least they called it the Haunted Highway 2. But it looks the exact same, except they added an extra car. So it looks like they reissued it. So if you want the one with the extra car, make sure the box says Haunted Highway 2 on it, guys. Myself, I think the original issue is cool. You know, I like original issues. I'll read up on that and see what the story is, why they brought that out like that. That's odd. They didn't even change anything else. Okay, I guess the first thing we do is lay this down. We refer to this, but it also says refer to the box for placement of the braces. They should have just put it on the instructions, yeah. Yeah, close to a power receptacle, got lots of space. Okay, we'll start laying it out. So there is all of the track right there. We'll start laying her out. Okay, first time in this view, guys. Hope it's gonna work here. So, believe it or not, I wasn't into slot cars when I was a kid. I looked into them and I was like, they don't jump, they don't go off the track, they don't, yeah, I was into RC cars. The Radio Shack ones, the awesome ones. Although I did have a Lobo too from Sears, which was awesome. Okay, so we'll start out like this. Do any of them have labels? A, B, C, D? Of course not. Wow, so we're gonna have to guess. Okay, so these corner slots are all the same. And then we put another one here. They sent extra rails too, apparently. They put extra rails in the box. It's funny, one of the slot cars we got, because Glenn's got tons of these slot cars, you only seen a fraction. One of the ones that he got, I got him a smoking deal on it. It's a Scooby-Doo one, it was still in the package, it was just used a couple times. The guy got it for his son, and I guess they were racing, and his son didn't like it because it kept, every time it went around a corner fast, it would tip over. It's not meant to be, the Scooby-Doo one, I guess, is not a racing one because it tips over around corners. They snap in nicely. Okay, so now how does that go? Now this is where it's going to get complicated on us, guys. It's all good, guys. I figured it out. We need those little bridge support things, so I'm getting those out now. Okay. Okay, so that's... Wait though, I need 2 F pieces. Okay, so... Okay, so that is the... Okay, so yeah, we got it. So that is the long piece. Okay. Now is where we get into the fun part. Okay, so we're doing it like this. Okay. Okay, I see. I get the idea now. So these are different heights. So it looks like we use... Oh, and you can make them different heights. Okay, that's easy. That's easy peasy. Okay, so the first one, it looks like they used 2. And it's not going to have the flags, guys, because the flags are all still on here, so we're not going to unstick them on Glenn. We're just going to put it together and make sure it works. Okay, so now it's all coming together in my mind here. Okay, so that one goes here. That's all it does, eh? It just sits on top of that. Okay. Okay, so the next one's going to be 3 high. Yeah, wait, no, or is that 4 high? 4 high. Yeah, it's going to be 4 high, the next one. So we'll use this one, it's already built. Okay, so 4 high. Another 4 high we'll use. For the other side of that. Okay, so that is there. so that's right at the connection. Okay, so 1. Okay, so that is right, okay. I hope. Oh yeah, okay, so now it's gonna loop around, guys. I'm gonna show you in a second here, and if it gets boring, I'll fast forward it. Okay, so it's gonna loop around. And remember, when we're doing it, we gotta keep it close to a power outlet, which I'm doing. But piece of cake, guys, now that we figured it out. Okay, that guardrail we will take off because it's in the wrong spot anyway. Actually, we will fix it. Guardrails clip off and on, guys, and apparently they send some extras. Okay. It's actually bigger than I thought it would be, the track, guys, now that it's coming together. Okay. So, now that third bridge support is going to be, oh, it's a 4 high as well. Okay, so doing another 4 high. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So that one will go there. Oh, I had this wrong. That's why it's sitting wrong. Okay, so the next one around the bend will be okay, so that is 1, 2, 3. We got that one. So the next one is going to be this one needs to be a little bit taller, actually. And then the next one, that one's 3 high. So we'll put a taller one under there that's 4 high. Okay, so actually that is supposed to be a 3 high under there. Okay. There we go, it's coming together, guys. I'll speed it up a bit. We managed to get the track lead, guys, the basics of it. I didn't make that up or lay that like that for a joke. Does that have a funny shape to you? Okay, guys, she's ready. Like I said, I didn't put the flags and stickers. I added that Slimer. The Marshmallow Man, just a cardboard cutout. Figured Slimer would look better going around the corners. So apparently controller 1 controls the outside lane, so let's fire it up. Okay, guys, pretty easily marked too. It tells you it's got a little dot showing what lane we're in. I think it only goes on one way, plugs in one way, the controller too. Not sure how these go on. I've never had slot cars before, guys. Maybe they gotta go on this part. Okay, so power is on. Maybe not hooked up the right way. Okay, I cleaned out some of the little fuzzies in this little thing here. I lined it up with the track. So it definitely feels different now when I plug it into the thing. Oh, it's doing like a reverse, so I must have it backwards. Doing a reverse brake stand in the Ecto. I have a feeling that needs to be cleaned out. It's still got hair and stuff inside of it. That's how it's behaving. Let's check out this other one. If this one doesn't work, we'll try out the other lane. Wow, nothing at all. Maybe you gotta have it on a certain one. Direction of travel, maybe that has something to do with it. Cop car will not move an inch. We're gonna try the other controller with it just to make sure it's not like specific to that. Okay, we swapped out the controller. Let's see if we get any movement out of this guy. Nope. Try and get in the other lane, guys. And no. Cop car might be dead. This one might not be working because it's got hair and stuff in it. So I might clean this out today. Okay, guys, both controllers work. I tested them. Gotta clean the Ecto. I got an idea. Instead of pulling that Ecto apart just yet, okay, I want to make sure that it is actually the car, so we're going to do this. We're going to use a new car. Now, Glenn's got a bunch, and some of them are heavyweights that you wouldn't want crashing around on a slot car track like this guy here. That's a Chase. But we have a couple that are open. So it'll at least give us an idea if it's the track or the car, and if it's the car, then we'll proceed from there. Okay, guys, brand new. It was open to be inspected, it looked like at some point, but you could see that is brand new. So if it's a problem with the track, we'll know about it. Unless this is a completely wrong type of car to use for it. Okay, the Batmobile did not work. I'm guessing it's got to be Auto World cars, maybe only compatible with this track because it's an Auto World track. I just blew it out the best I could. I don't know anything about slot cars, guys. There was only one screw on it. Can't see where it comes apart. Don't want to break it on Glenn. If it had a bunch of screws, I was going to pull it all apart, blow it all out, get all the hair out of it and stuff. I just did the best I could, so let's see. Wow. Going a little bit better, but okay, it's getting stuck there, so we'll fix that. Seems to be stuck on that part of the track. Removing that part made it a bit flatter, but now the car won't go underneath the bridge, so we're gonna have to adjust it, but let's see if that worked. Oh! These joints. I followed the steps on the box, but they put too many pieces there, making it too high. We'll fix that. Okay, guys, try it again here. You gotta keep the track as flat as you can. If this doesn't work, we might just try to ditch the overhand loop things here and just keep it flat on the floor if we can. If we can. Don't want to burn the motor out on it either. Oh, there we go. But then it hit another one and stopped. I don't know, guys. It's not the car. For this to work, that track has to be like at the joints, perfect, but the thing is, to get it perfect, the bridge won't work. I seen a mistake that could move the track just enough to screw it up, guys. We're going to try this. I see an error. Maybe I don't. Yeah, I do see an error. Wow, a couple things we were doing wrong. Number one, I found something that looked like sandpaper in the box. Looked at the instructions, track cleaning pad. If that's been in the box for a while, has any corrosion on it, that'll behave like it's not getting a proper connection. So we gave the track a wipe down. Also, the little orange things, we had them at the wrong heights and stuff like that. Very hard to see on the box. So hard, in fact, we had to take pictures and zoom in to see how many pieces they were stacked high. Because if they're too high or too low, they're not making the proper connection on the track. So we have done everything perfect now, guys. That thing is set up to a T, how it's supposed to be set up. We didn't know about wiping the track before, so it wasn't wiped. The heights of the things were wrong. Let's try it now. Okay, guys, she's all hooked up. It does seem to have more of a magnetic grab to it when I put it on the track since I wiped it. Let's see how she does. You ready, Commando?
Come on, you dog-fiddling son of a
that's
night
the
scalper.
spirit.
Rook.
Okay, 3, 2, 1. Let's have to warm the tires up a bit. Oh, there we go. There we go, guys. That's what it is. It's all in the way these things are positioned here. Okay, we reposition. Let's try it one more time. That part I'm going to have to wipe it down really good, I think. Unless that's the brake stand pad. Yeah. Oh, that part, the car weaves and gets stuck now.
Son of a night scalper.
Yeah, that's going to get old quick. Well, guys, there you have it. In my opinion, the track is not broken. The only thing broken is the little police car. Actually, we should have tried that since we wiped the track down. But I think the police car, we saw no signs of life out of it at all, so I think it's dead, but I will retest it later on. I think it's going to work. That track needs to be wiped down extremely well. You got to rough it right up because it's been sitting, the metal, sorry guys, the metal tracks on it have been sitting. And then you have to find the sweet spots for those bridge supports, and you have to make sure they're the exact proper height. Wow. That's definitely, if I was a kid, guys, I had ADHD, I would lose interest in that quick. And maybe that's why I wasn't into slot cars. As an adult, am I buying one now? No, I'm just not interested. It takes up too much space. The only way I would be interested in one of these guys is if I had a huge basement and I could keep them permanently like set up on tables and do like a city and shit like that, I would do it like that. But I wouldn't want stuff like that where I just leave it in boxes. It sits in the basement. It's kind of, you know what I mean? I'd rather have stuff that I could look at. So it's not for me. Don't get me wrong. If I see a vintage Dukes of Hazzard or an A-Team set or one of those cool turbo hopper friggin', you remember those guys, all the good ones, the cliffhangers and all those. If I see one of those complete, I might grab it. But this new stuff here, I'm just going to miss it, I think, guys. I'm not into it. Anyway, guys, it was an unboxing. It was a different unboxing. Just remember, if you're going to buy one of these used, never buy it if it has missing parts because it's usually pricey to track down the parts. You have to go through eBay and stuff like that. Unless you're one of those guys that knows what he's doing. I'm not a guy that knows slot cars. Some guys have all the parts in their basement ready to go. But if you're a guy like me, I don't suggest buying them if they're missing parts or any toys with missing parts, especially vintage ones, because it's harder to buy the part, more expensive. Sorry, guys. I learned that back when I was buying these guys, the vintage LJN figures. I realized it's cheaper to buy the figure. You're going to pay more to buy the figure with its championship belt or hat, for example, than buying it without the hat. But if you buy them separately, you're going to pay more. So it's better to pay a little extra and get them together in the long run. Anyway, guys, thanks for tuning in. Just something different to do. Do me a favor, hit the like button for me. We are doing the live tonight. This does not count as our Saturday Night Live. It was just something fun to do, something different. While you're at it, hit the bell notification so you know when I go live. And as always, guys, the most important thing, stay safe, happy hunting. And if you buy a slot car track, make sure it works.